right, what's up, everybody? We are here today on Couch Confessions. We are back live, and today I have two special people who I've been knowing since my fifth, fourth grade, something like that. My homie Sauce, aka Brylee, and the homie Scarecrow, aka Jaelyn. Thank you, ladies, for coming on the pod.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Happy to be here.
And I've been knowing these guys since forever. Just graduated, and your journey with basketball started young, as far as elementary, and now post grad, you guys are about to embark the next chapter, which is playing at the pro level. Tell me about. I guess I like to know, and the viewers like to know. Most females, after they get done with sports, they just kind of like start working. What got you guys wanting to continue your sports career?
Okay, I'll start. So when I graduated from K-State in 25, I actually did take a year off, and I moved to Minnesota with Brylee while she finished up her college career. So in that year off, I did kind of get to live in the, I guess, working world for a little bit, and I just decided that I wasn't really ready for that kind of lifestyle. And that ultimately led me back to trying and wanting to play basketball and wanting to play overseas. And here we are. So that's just
That's what's up, Sauce.
For me, I guess it was just kind of like the mindset that we kind of like have all of our lives to work and figure out like what we actually want to do. And like right now, like I'm still healthy and able to keep playing. So like why wouldn't I want to do that and keep tracing like a dream I've had since I was a child?
I tell a lot of young ladies that when they get done playing their 4 years, you got the rest of your life to work, but you only have your youth for so long. So it's funny you mentioned that, because a lot of guys, as soon as they get done, they get in the workforce, and it's like Scarecrow just said, she burned out. She want to, keep hooping as long as you can. So I encourage you guys to just hoop, till the wheels fall off. You know what I mean? As far as at the next level, and you guys prepping for the next level, are you guys excited for the unknown? And as far as the next mark, as far as playing abroad, what are some of the things that you guys are kind of like nervous about, or what are you looking forward to?
I think I'm looking forward to pretty much everything, just like the new experiences, the opportunity to kind of learn and like understand another culture, live like overseas. I'm excited for that. I wouldn't say there's anything that I'm really nervous about, because at the end of the day, like at least I can say that I did it, and if I hate it, then I hate it, and I'll figure out what I want to do after that.
I mean, you, Scarecrow?
I would say the same. Being able to live somewhere new, be overseas. Yeah, we're going to play in Portugal. We did take a little trip down there a couple months ago, so got to kind of see what we would be getting ourselves into.
Mm-hmm.
Also take some of the pressure off. I'm not going by myself. We're going together, so that also helps a lot. But yeah, like Brylee said, being able to live in a new culture and experience that for a little bit.
You guys are going to Portugal, and that's a huge, it's pretty good, pretty dope, I guess, to say. You guys are sisters, and that's unusual to see twins, sisters. You guys going to play abroad together, same team or whatever. Tell us a little bit about, like that part, and like how you guys like competing and playing with each other. You guys been doing it since you were young, and I know a lot of sisters feud a lot, you know what I mean, or they don't get on the same page. Well, tell the viewers what is, like what makes y'all so tight. And I never, know y'all here, y'all beef, but not like that. You know what I mean? I never seen y'all like, oh, I'm mad at her. You know what I mean? So talk about like y'all's bond and now the journey that you guys get to embark as far as going to Portugal, playing.
I think it does help because, of course, we're twins, so we do pretty much everything together.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of just like a full circle moment. We rounded off our college careers not playing together, so to be able to come back together like professionally is exciting. Not a lot of people get to do that. Yeah, so I think that makes it even more special and even more exciting.
Yeah, I would just say the same, playing together for so long, we kind of know like each other's strengths and like are able to put each other in positions to be successful and like also like just feed off each other. And yeah, we kind of knew going overseas that it was going to be hard to be on the same team, but I guess like not impossible. So once that like offer came, we kind of just like jumped on it. Like, why wouldn't we want to be on the same team and go play overseas? Like, not many sisters can say that they do that. So
Yeah, I kind of like the dynamic, like, you know, like, I kind of like, in a way, equivalent to, like, Bron and Bronny, you know, play with each other. Or, like, you don't see too many, like, siblings. What's the brothers that play for Houston? Those dudes?
the brothers that play.
They play for the Rockets. I can't think of their name. They're twins.
I have no idea.
I think they play against each other.
Thompson.
The Thompson twins. Yeah, y'all like the Thompson twins. Wait, do they play on the same team now?
No.
They play. Yeah, they both in the NBA. You don't see that twins in the NBA. I know the ones at KU, of course. They played at KU. They were twins.
Girls or boys?
Boys. The Morris brothers. Keith and Marcus and Keith Morris. So like, yeah, I'm doing some big things on that. That's pretty dope that you guys get to go over here, hoop together, experience different cultures. I will say, make sure you guys going over there. Something I regret doing is didn't get out more, because I was back then. It was you go hoop, you practice. You know, I didn't know no languages, so I'd encourage you to get out and learn the language. Some stuff I regret, like playing in Mexico or, you know, Ukraine, wherever I was at, Kazakhstan, Finland. I wish I learned more languages, and you know what I mean. Like, I experienced a little bit of it, but I didn't really get out though. I just went to hoop. My mentality was to hoop, and that's it. So my advice to y'all is get out, experience the culture, try to learn some languages, eat all the food you can, and you know, have a good time. What is your thoughts? You know, a lot of people been asking me like thoughts about the NIL and this and that. We didn't have that when of course, you know, when I played, but you guys have been able to take advantage of the NIL, and you guys been able to see it and be a part of that experience, and getting that. What is feedback and thoughts? Now they're trying to do different sanctions on it and stuff. What are you guys' thoughts on the NIL, and where do you see it going?
I don't really know where I see it going. I think NIL is like a great thing, like if you manage it correctly. Because I know like a lot of these athletes, like both female and male, have probably like not seen like this amount of money before, maybe, and then are just like quick to buy like the most trendy, flashy, expensive thing. But I think it can be like a really good thing, and like good to like invest in like athletes' futures if that they like take the time, do the research, and like learn how to like invest it, so they can maybe have, what is it called, like generational wealth or financial freedom by like
Financial freedom.
a good age.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think I only see it getting bigger in the future. I think it has its pros and cons, like everything does. But yeah, I think it's something that's very helpful to athletes in building your program. If you have good NIL, you can bring in good players and have a successful season. So yeah, I think there's pros and cons to it.
What Saul said about building generational wealth, that's exactly what, especially female athletes, you guys is tough, and I hate it because I'm an advocate, you know, women in sports, and very pro women. I'm the only child raised around women, so I think you guys now are in a great situation with the NIL. Take all the money, put it in the bank, invest it, whatever you're gonna do, cool. And you know what I mean, with you guys 10 years down the road, you already have your life kind of pre-set up, because if you don't spend too much of it now, you know, you set up. What is something that sports, basketball per se, what is something that's taught you a life lesson that you will do for the rest of your life?
I feel like basketball has taught me like to be on time, honestly, which is like crazy to say, but when I did take my year off, it was just interesting to see how many people just kind of like lollygag and kind of don't take their daily schedule as serious. So even just like small things like that, which it's kind of like silly to say, but yeah, things like that, working hard and just like being on time and yeah.
Makes it. I can trust me. I know what you mean on that.
Yeah.
You, Sauce?
Life lessons. I feel like just playing a sport in general just like gives athletes just so many characteristics that will translate into whatever workforce they do decide to go in. Like teamwork, being able to work well with others, like the ability to still perform under pressure. communication, time management. I feel like I'm really good at time management. I run a strict program. I run a strict schedule, and I always follow it. And I think that's just like shout out to my sport. But yeah, and just like there's just so many things, so many characteristics, positive characteristics that you get from playing a sport. Yeah.
Gotcha. I ask everybody when they're on the pod, and I want each of you guys give me what is their why. So like your why is every year or every part of your life is gonna change. An example of that, like me, I use basketball to get school paid for, and just by the grace of God, I was fortunate to play abroad like you guys are about to do. But basketball took me, and I was fortunate. Like and I use basketball as a hustle to get school paid for, and then make a little bit of money before I start the work field or whatever. What is your why like right now in your life, Scarecrow?
Yeah, I would say the same. It helped a lot in getting, through school, of course. College, so getting that next level education, helped me to be able to see different things, meet different people that I wouldn't have ever met without the sport. And I would just say I know my family wants it for me, so then I want it for myself because I know how bad they want me to be successful in this, so that's another thing, and yeah.
Gotcha. Sauce?
Definitely my family, but also just to continuously better myself. I feel like I criticize myself more than anyone, and I am constantly finding like little things that I can continue to get better at. So I don't know if that's really like a good why, but
No, that's your why.
it keeps me motivated, and it
that's-
keeps me like wanting to get in the gym every day, no matter like what I might be working on. So
You're always gonna grow no matter what. You always gonna get better, and all you're gonna get better is you mess up, keep doing. Whether learning is repetition. The more you do something, the better you're gonna get. So like, at least you're open about it. You're optimistic. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's perfect. Trust me. Every day I mess up every day. As y'all know, I'm goofy, but I do some dumb shit. And I'm trying to get better every day.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? See? I'm not the most sharpest knife in the box, but I try shit. Give the viewers and some young lady ballers, or just hoopers, some positive encouragement that's watching this right now that need to be inspired or want to, when they get done playing college ball, want to do what you guys are about to do. Scarecrow.
I think the biggest piece of advice that I learned later in my career, probably like the last year of college basketball, is basketball isn't who you are, it's what you do. So I feel like a lot of people kind of put themselves in basketball in the same kind of basket, and it's like, if I'm not good at basketball, then whatever, I'm like not a good person or whatever.
Right.
So they get that all wrapped up, and I think it helps a lot when you separate the two. It takes some pressure off yourself. And I think that's like one of the most, I don't know, what's the word? The biggest thing that I took and applied to myself, and it helps a lot.
That's what's up. You, Sauce?
A piece of advice, I would just say, just like, obviously, like, you have to have your why. Like, if you don't have a why, I think it'll be like really hard to find different ways to like motivate yourself and like keep you going every day, because like any sport is so hard to play. It's very taxing, so just to have that reason like that keeps you going is always good. And just to always like continuously keep working on your craft. Like, we've played the games for years, and there's still like things that we can get better at, and then we still work to get better at. So just never stop doing your craft, and never stop like believing in yourself, because it's rough. Any sport, seasons have their ebbs and flows, so you just have to maintain your confidence and just keep going back to your why.
That's what's up. Well, ladies, I appreciate you guys for coming on the pod, hanging out, and best wishes. Of course, we're gonna keep grinding in here until y'all leave weights, basketball, heels, the shit y'all don't, Scarecrow don't want to do all the time. But, you know what I'm saying? We got to do it, you know what I mean? So when you get over there, you ain't out of shape and you ready to go and, get buckets and win games. Love y'all and best wishes on this new journey y'all about to embark in Portugal. Shout out Glenn Twins. I want you guys to like, subscribe, and follow for more dope podcasts.